The energy is changing of the world, and we are just here to move along with the very change that is going on in the world. Not become the world, but to become ourselves in this critical time of need to help those who are experiencing trauma, help those who are growing from trauma, and those who continue to bring the drama. So, one of the first topics I wanted to discuss and talk about is FOMO, fear of missing out. And I think a lot of times, being that I was working consistently, traveling consistently, participating in my friends' lives and professional aspects of life, I do consistently now have the fear of missing out because I am not there, and I know that I present a different vibe and a different energy that constitutes growth in a healthy manner, not in an unhealthy manner, but just a healthy manner. So here I am missing out, people calling me about what's going on and what they're experiencing in their day-to-days, and I'm not there to physically solve it, but mentally I am here to solve it over the phone. So even the participation in my godsons and goddaughter's life, I am not there to give the necessary energy that I need to give. Go ahead, interrupt me.
I want to elaborate on that. I have nieces and nephews and cousins that are the same age as my nieces and nephews, and just family in general that I'm missing out on, getting to know them better, building a relationship, things that you should do with your family, so that's a fear of missing out. As far as the protest is concerned, which is big right now, Black Lives Matter, I'm pro-black. Right. It's just the fact that I didn't attend a protest. I had family that did, and I was, I didn't, and it makes me feel like, damn, I didn't support like I should. But if you know me, you know that I've been you could say I've been protesting since I was 32. Then,
man,
that's 3 years now. So
let me tell you, and I've been protesting since the day of birth.
All right, but then what day you have?
Because my mom is chocolate, I am chocolate. You know what I mean? So there's a
Your mom's been fighting for the school at the board,
school district since the beginning.
Right.
Of melanated people that are being treated,
fighting for social justice and for the melanin color in the public school systems.
This is true. So, just missing out on my family that's now moved to Las Vegas. I'm missing out on a lot of family.
But let me hold you
aspects.
to that. Sorry to interrupt you, but let me hold you to that. You're not really missing out because out of the whole, at least you done your part in it.
Right.
As far as it's not like you haven't been out there and you visit whoever you need to, even your sister that you haven't seen. At least you made that time. Some people don't make the time. At least you made the time to even see them once.
Right.
Even don't let it be twice or three times. So don't be too hard on yourself when it comes to like what you've done for the family.
Right. Because everything for me is about family.
Right.
Everything for me is about family and friends. Mm-hmm. So we'll conclude on that topic, and we'll transfer to our next topic, which is trying to decide whether I want to keep it heavy or keep it light. So we'll transition into fatherhood, being that Father's Day is this weekend. Right. And the trauma that I received behind it is that I didn't really get to spend as much time, with my dad, getting to know my dad, getting to know myself through my dad.
Exactly.
I
and for sure.
For me is he tried to get to know me too late.
Right.
But
it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter, but he did it out of his own self-need.
Right. Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? Ooh. You're only doing it based on a survival state of mind. So it bothered me because I have so many godsons, so many goddaughters. I'm an uncle to so many that I'm not really legitimately an uncle to.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like, if it took me this amount of time to do this, it could have took you an amount of time to do something other than be a true father, which you could have. To the point where me and my sister were communicating just so she can communicate to my father, only to be left with today his ex-wife receiving more than me, and only my sister being able to receive any of his death benefits. And if it's up to me, my sister deserves everything.
Wow.
You hear me?
Right.
She deserves everything because she's not truly an adult.
Right.
My sister deserves everything, and whatever she want to give to me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's acceptable.
Can I say it this way?
I would say this, and his ex-wives before them that received all the brutality.
Okay.
Being my stepmom Angel, the verbal abuse that she experienced, and my mom, the physical abuse. They should receive everything.
That's true.
So go ahead.
So I want to intrude on that now. As far as the wives and daughters, that's fine.
Right.
And nothing against that. Who should receive? But do we have anybody? Who was his firstborn child?
That is me.
All right. Now this is how I feel. And any hierarchy will feel the same way. Power will feel the same way. Let's don't even talk about bloodline. Let's go power on this. Any power that has a son inherits the kingdom. Nothing against the daughters and the women that's in his life, but that his firstborn son inherits the kingdom. If you don't believe me, just look at the Bible. Look at other authors of certain books. What I'm saying is, when it comes to the hierarchy, not the bloodline, that's how it goes anyway. Now, bloodline. You were the first son of this man. It is not your fault that this man didn't get in your life. It's his fault because you were a baby.
Right.
You only live in the life that was given to you.
But I'm just saying it's so.
You should have got that money.
But I'm just saying it's so.
Or you should have got the estate. Because what do you mean? I don't give. You see? How do you look at the situation?
But I look at the trauma in itself. You got to understand that those around me that have been broken, which his ex-girlfriends, ex-wives, my mom, his daughter.
Right.
I'm rebuilding the same mess that he created. And not only am I doing that, but trying to recreate a better fatherhood aspiration in my own self. And I'm more cautious about becoming a father. Based on the trauma that I received from his fatherhood.
Right.
And I can't say that I can sum this up in only 5 minutes, but I can say that coming towards Father's Day weekend, I need to express that I love my dad, love who he was, but didn't love his actions at all.
But love that he brought you on this earth.
Yeah, you got the last minute. Go ahead.
And I was going to say on this last minute about my dad. My pops, greatest dad on earth. I honestly, I wouldn't want it no other way, you know. And not just me, my friends too. They can feel it too. It's not
we
like
all
it's
embrace
just.
pops like pops.
It wasn't like it was a individual. It wasn't like there was a quarantine this side or this section. My dad accept all, you know. Especially when it came to his son's friends, you know. So, happy Father's Day to my dad.
Happy Father's Day to all the fathers.
All the fathers. Especially Black, Latino, and Indian fathers. Just God bless you in the home, man.
All right, so which we're gonna continue to keep going into our different topics of the Trauma Unit podcast. I would talk about the fear of being black with mask on.
Ooh.
So, you know, stores are demanding that we wear a mask.
Yeah.
Stores are demanding it. I feel uncomfortable wearing a mask.
Mm-hmm.
So I choose friendly colors more than anything. I try not to wear black masks.
Right.
I try not to wear face coverings that completely cover my throat.
Mm-hmm.
Or anything like that.
Like
like the one you got. Goodness me, Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? But comfortability is everything. You know?
Yeah,
and
it is. On everything. I had a couple masks that I liked.
Right.
But I didn't like how it felt on me when I had it on. The the one that covers your neck and just the lower half of your chin and your mouth, it was very comfortable to me, but it makes you look like a suspect.
Do you feel like these masks that are available for the public are associated with crime?
Yes.
And it's heavy and
easy because
I'm just saying
it takes away identity.
So do you feel like that
you can get away with a lot more today because of masks? Because now anyone can wear a mask and you would think it's for coronavirus and it could be for a terrorist attack.
Do you feel like the stigma between wearing a mask and committing a crime and just living in your daily to protect yourself is gonna effectively or efficiently affect the way you protect yourself? And is that creating trauma for you?
It will efficiently, in a way, it will protect yourself because you're more cautious because of now the environment and the awareness you have to have what's going on around you, more so than ever because these are different times, right? Now, as far as the stigma, we've been living through the stigma.
No, but I'm just saying, is it more traumatic for you to walk into a store with a mask?
No, it's not more traumatic now because of the coronavirus. Now, see, nowadays you can wear the it's not as bad because now it's like, okay, he's wearing that mask because of a certain reason.
But
now.
Do you feel that way?
Wear that 20 years ago. Wear the same mask 20 years ago and walk into Pack and Save. I said Pack and
Save. But I would say this: it's more traumatic for me because they're trying to make a critical decision whether I'm going to steal,
right,
or I'm going to arm my protecting my safety.
And what does that do?
No. For me.
Yes, for you. Yes.
For me in particular,
you as an individual.
I feel the threat of whether I can take a little extra on the top, whether it be a chapstick or a gum, and get shot for it. Because the little knickknacks be a paddywhack on a daddy's bone. I'm just saying, I don't want to pay for everything Black Lives Matter. If they looting and you ain't shooting, let me get to looting. All right, listen. I always gotta include a little comedy. You know what I'm saying? I'm a funny guy. You know, because life is too short not to be funny. But I'm just saying, damn, if I'm gonna be killed and prosecuted for a crime I didn't commit, let me commit one.
And I want to keep this. We're on same subject, different matter. If you
fear of being black, go ahead, keep going.
Fear of being black. Now, to even it's ironic to even protest Black Lives Matter in 2020. 2020. Think about that. In 2000. Same thing was going on. 1968, same thing was going on. 2000, turn of the century. People thought life was going to end in 2000, like the 2K movement, Y2K. Now, and still it was racial inequality going on. 20 years later, racial inequality is going on. Now, the black man, woman, child feels like, and not just black. When I say black, brown. Feels FOMO, fear of missing out. They don't get the same quality when it comes to humanity and race. And we kind of know that, and it's hard to talk about, but we know that, and we've been doing this since the day you was born, since they abolished slavery.
Well, shit, since your mama was born,
since they abolished slavery.
That's what I'm trying to say.
And we understand that. You know what? And let me say something about the white community. I'm not even talking bad about you. Really, we need to follow that. We need to follow that model that you guys have for your people. How you do your people is how we need to do for us. So I'm not saying lynch as many people as you want. Do what you need to do for your people.